Hello everyone, I am so glad you're here. Today we're going to be diving into the beautiful world of dot painting. It's relaxing, creative, and kind of addicting once you get started. This tutorial is perfect for beginners. I will be walking you through every step in creating this stunning mandala. The best part, you don't need to hunt down all the supplies. Everything I'll be using today comes from my very own beginner kit. It includes all the tools, paints, and a canvas so you can paint along with me. We'll go over different techniques, spacing, and playing with symmetry as you build confidence in creating something truly beautiful. Even if you have never picked up a paintbrush or a tool, this is the perfect ideal craft for you. Before we get started, I wanted to mention, along with the beginner kits I have available, they also come in bulk packages. So if you wanted to get a group of friends together or have a family fun activity, this is the perfect project you can do together. So grab your kit, get comfy, and let's get to dotting. Here we have all of our items laid out from the kit that you've purchased. And what we have in front of us are a set of dotting tools. These are the acrylic rods and they make our larger dots. These are our ball stylus and each one has a different size tip on the end, and those are going to make our smaller dots. We have a watercolor pencil, and it doesn't matter what color is in your kit, they're probably all different colors. This one just happens to be white, and these are going to be to draw my lines on. The great thing about watercolor pencil is they're really easy to erase after we're all done with our painting. And of course we have a strip of acrylic paint. I did want to note this is Deco Art brand paint. It's perfect right out of the bottle. It also comes with a 12-point stencil and a canvas we'll be painting on today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to trace our stencil onto the canvas. I'm going to open all my paints and have them ready to use. Some of my paints have actually separated just a little, so I'm going to give those a quick mix by taking my small acrylic rod and just stirring those up real quick. First, we're going to start with the green acrylic rod. This is the largest tool in our set. I'm going to come in with the orange paint. This tool is a little bigger than the rest of the tools, so I'm just going to bounce it up and down in the paint a little bit just to make sure there's enough paint on the tip of it. I'm going to hold on to my canvas and aim right for the center. And pull straight up. We have a dirty tool, so go ahead and just find a napkin or a paper towel and wipe the tool off. We have this kind of lumpy unevenness to our dot, and I'm just going to take my green ball stylus with a large tip and swirl that paint around so it's mostly flat. The next tool I'm going to use is the middle size of the 3 clear rods. I'm going to come in with this yellow color here. I've got about this much paint on the tip. I'm going to go right directly on that line right above the orange. Smooth this yellow paint out because it's a little bit transparent when the paint gets too thin. I'm going to use that same tool I just used for my yellow dots, and I'm going to use the green color. This time I'm going to place a dot right in between, kind of nesting it in the yellow. I am centering it kind of in between these lines here. Come in with this blue color, and I'm going to use my green ball stylus with a small tip. I'm just going to place a dot right in between my green next tool I'm going to use is my blue acrylic rod. I'm going to come in with this purple color here. I'm going to place a dot right on the line, right on the edge there. Using the green ball stylus with the small tip and the red paint for this next part. I'm just going to be placing 2 dots right in between that purple, also filling this gap in. Now we have what is called a 12-point mandala because we have 12 dots around our circle. We're going to be breaking this up into a 6-point mandala. I'm going to come in with that red color with this gold rod and placing 1 dot right at the top here. Then I'm going to skip every other line segment here. Also using my green ball stylus to push the paint around. Coming back to the 3 clear rods, I'm going to use the largest one this time. And I'm going to come in with the orange color and place 1 dot right above the red. I'm going to be stepping my tool size down to the middle size this time. I'm going to keep using that orange color, and this time I'm going to place 1 dot on the left side and 1 dot on the right side of the orange dot, so it almost looks like a paw print. So I just made a boo-boo, and I'm going to show you how you can fix it. In your kit you have some Q-tips, and I just got the tip of this one wet. I'm going to take it and just kind of do a twisting motion as I'm wiping the paint up. It's going to get most of the paint up, and then I'm going to turn the other side over and get that wet and wipe the rest of it up. So I'm going to let that one dry for just a minute, and I'm going to finish the rest of this up. I'm going to show you a technique called walking the dots, and I'm going to be using my green ball stylus with a large tip on the end. I'm going to keep using the orange paint, and instead of dipping the tool, you want to do kind of a scooping action. And we're going to start where we left off here on our red dot, and we're just going to walk our way down as far as we can. We're going to pick up more paint, and then we're going to do the other side. It does not matter if you have 4 dots on one side and 6 on the other, as long as you're filling that gap in. You want to visually fill that space up. The next tool I'm going to use is my purple acrylic rod. I'm going to come in with that yellow color and do 1 dot right above the orange. We're stepping our tool size down to the largest of the clear rods. I'm coming in with that yellow color again. I'm just nesting my yellow dot right in between the orange dots here below and that yellow dot. Now I'm going to take the middle size of the clear rods. I'm going to use the yellow paint again, and I'm just going to place one dot on both sides of my petals. I'm going to use my green ball stylus with a large tip, and I'm going to walk my dots again. The next tool I'm going to use is my pink acrylic rod. I'm going to come in with my green paint. I'm going to place a dot right about here in this intersection. I want to have enough room where I can walk some dots on both sides of here. Now I'm going to use my white ball stylus with a large tip on it, with some blue paint, and I'm going to walk my dots from the green dot we just put down to the purple. I'm going to use the large tip on the blue ball stylus and some purple paint. I'm going to place 3 dots on the green, so 1 at the top and 2 on the bottom. I'm going to come back to my white ball stylus with a large tip on it. I'm going to do some walking dots from the purple around the green to the purple. I'm going to do a technique that is like making a teardrop shape, and I'm going to be using my pink ball stylus for this one. Before I make my teardrop shape, I'm actually going to use the large tip on this one. And I'm going to place 2 dots right above my yellow. I'm going to turn my tool over to the small side, and I just have the tiniest little bit of paint on the tip. And I'm going to place my tool down and drag it up. My next step, I'm going to use the middle size of the clear rods. I'm going to place a dot right in between my petal here and this little flower element, just kind of filling that gap in a little. Next, I'm going to use my green ball stylus with a small tip on it. I'm going to use the orange paint, and I'm going to walk my dots in between the yellow here. going to add some top dots, but we're going to wait for this to dry first before we do that. So I'll be back in a little bit. And we're back. Got some dry paint here, and I'm going to do some top dots on top of my design. I'm going to start with the center dot and use the blue acrylic rod for this. Orange and blue are kind of high contrasting colors, so I think it would look really pretty. I'm just going to place a dot right in the center. I'm going to be placing a top dot on this yellow dot here. I'm going to be using my golden ball stylus for this one with the smaller tip. And this time I'm going to use the purple color. And instead of going in the center of the dot, I'm going to offset it so it looks like it's looking into the center of the painting. I'm going to come in with the blue. I'm also going to sneak a little dot in between here to fill this little space in. You don't have to add this part, but I'm going to. Now I'm going to use my blue ball stylus with the larger tip. This time I'm going to use the red color and go right on top of the green. This next part, I'm going to use the largest of the clear acrylic rods. I'm going to place a top dot right on top of the purple. Next, I'm going to use my purple acrylic rod. I'm going to be placing a green dot right on top of my red. I'm going to be offsetting this one too, kind of like I did in the center. Next, I'm going to come in with my blue ball stylus with a large tip. I'm going to use my blue color. I'm going to offset it here on this orange dot. I'm going to step my tool size down one size to my white ball stylus with a large tip on it. Still going to use that blue color. This time I'm going to walk my dots so they all look like they're looking to the green dot there. Now I'm going to jump to my green ball stylus with a large tip and use my purple color. I'm going to place one dot right here in the middle of that yellow one. Now I'm going to step my tool size down to the blue ball stylus with a large tip. I'm going to use that purple color. And we're just going to do one dot. the same tool, and this time I'm going to use the green color and just go right in here, sort of filling some of that space in. So the 3 clear rods, I'm going to use the largest one. I'm going to use the purple paint and do 1 dot right inside, kind of right on that green there. I'm going to use my green ball stylus with a small tip and just do 1 tiny little yellow dot on these purple dots here. I'm going to use that same tool and the same yellow. This time I'm going to do 3 dots. I'm going to do one on the center of this purple dot here, and then I'm going to walk out 2 more dots, so a total of 3. I'm going to let this layer dry and we're going to come back and we're going to finish this off. Alright, I'm going to do 1 more layer of dots. I'm going to start with that center dot there. I'm going to use my green ball stylus with a large tip and I'm going to come right in the center of that blue. I'm going to use the same tool I just used. This time I'm going to use the blue paint and I'm very lightly going to put a blue dot right on my yellow here. I'm going to turn my tool over and use the small tip this time. And I'm going to use the yellow paint and do a quick dot right on that green there. I'm going to use the same tool with the same tip, and this time I'm going to go in with the orange and just do a dot right on top of this purple. Now I'm going to let this dry for 24 hours and then we're going to come back and we're going to erase these lines. Now our canvas is completely dry and we're going to go ahead and remove the white lines that are here. All you need is a wet washcloth and just come in and wipe the lines off. And there you have it, your very own dot painting masterpiece. I hope you had as much fun creating this piece as I did. If this is your very first dot painting, give yourself a round of applause. Don't forget, if you want to make a piece like this one, you can go to my website, thedotshopgallery.com, and pick up your very own beginner kit. I would also love to see what you made. If you post on social media, please tag the Dot Shop Gallery. Until next time, keep creating, keep dotting, and I'll see you all in the next video.